to see you guys. This is awesome, man. Give a round of applause one more time for Brad Lake and the other comedians that were brave enough to get up here and do this bullshit. Yeah, woo! So like he said, I did just get back from Kansas. That was cool. Very white. I felt right at home. Felt like there was no problems for me or anybody around me. But my inappropriate ass the whole time, every time I get on the next flight to leave, I'd snicker every time the stewardess got up there. She'd be like, if you pay attention to the cockpit's right up here. And I'm a child, so I just laughed my ass off. I was thinking, I was like, you got two probably the smartest people ever make this great invention. And they land on that. Do you think maybe they went through some rough drafts for what they call it? Like, what do you guys want to call this most important room of this? Maybe the wiener chamber? I like where you're going, but maybe the dick hut. Maybe the dick hut's better. It's like close. I think we'll go cockpit though. Cockpit sounds really good. That's a better one. Speaking of penises, I sent a flawless dick pic the other day. And, yeah. Snapchat filters are great. My penis was a grandpa for a second. It was awesome. But one thing I noticed about dick pics, I don't know if anybody else is guilty of it, but I'm guilty of it. I've never seen a dick pic that wasn't chubbed or hard. I don't see softies, fellas. This ain't a soft pretzel. You know what I mean? And any guy in here that's like, oh yeah, I'll send my shit soft, I don't care. You're lying. Quit it. Because every guy has been sitting there, they get the light right, you know what I mean? They make sure they're... Slap it on your belly a few times, you get that... That's nice. That's a good-looking dick. That's a dick, hopefully she wants to suck. Better get a ticket because there's a line. Am I right, fellas? I just want the fellas, not the ladies. Speaking of ladies, I always like whenever girls like men, whatever men can do, girls can do better. Challenge accepted. Give me a better hand job than I can right now. Challenge any girl in here, jerk me off better than I can. I know the rhythm of the motion of the ocean, and you can't touch this. Blowjobs? Can't do that. Of course you're going to have that effect. You're going to win that round. Okay, valid point. But hand jobs? No, I've been cranking this since I was 12, fellas. That's kind of what I'm doing. Am I right? Just every bad joke I tell. Just, am I right? Yeah. Bring the noise. Bring the fucking fun. Woo! You're so sweet. My mom is here tonight, right here. Been doing this for almost 6 years. This is the first show she's ever made. Real supporting family. Real support. Like, what do you want to do with your life? Fucking just say some shit on stage and stuff, man. Good for you. Happy for you. Bill knew I loved your set, man. Adam Couch, you're fucking great. Every comedian was awesome. Bill, I like when Bill said butt stuff. The only way you can say butt stuff is with an accent. You on the butt stuff? That's what it sounded like. I feel like if you don't say butt stuff with a redneck accent, you sound like a pedophile. Y'all like butt stuff? What? Get the fuck out of here. Butt stuff, who's into? Let's talk about anal. Who likes anal? Woo! Nothing but guys. Yeah, I appreciate its methods and stuff. Got a finger pointing down below. Been thinking about getting some tattoos. Anybody got tattoos in here? Yeah, y'all are fucking cool, man. Good for you. Doing something with your life. I've been thinking about getting a few. I've been thinking about getting one right here that says, I don't want to talk about it. And get another one right here is, you already know. Some people's like, what do you want to talk about, babe? You already know. Like, what do I know about it? Like, I don't want to talk about it. Quit it. Hey, real quick. What's Hitler in the Boston Marathon? What's the difference between Hitler and the Boston Marathon? Anybody got an answer? No? Boston Marathon was the only one that could finish a race. Kill them! That one was for Adam. He's like, you gotta tell the Boston Marathon one. Like, it ain't. It ain't that good. I told him one earlier that I had him in tears. We're crashing at his place because final call last night contributed. Hey, shut up! I'm important. My name's on that neon sign. Did you see it? I told him one earlier. First of all, our last call last night, man, it was 3:30 in the morning. They go, last call! He's like, all right, I'm going to need 6 Budweisers, 6 Bud Lights, and 6 shots of tequila. I'm like, where are we going? What are we trying to accomplish with this? Nothing. You ever drive heave so hard it like hurts your dick? Guys, women, I'm sure you don't know, but like maybe your ovaries, you're like, and like you feel right, what? Yeah. It might be an infection, but I'm too lazy to get it properly checked out. But I told him one today, I was like, you know, Adam, the funny thing is, you know what really brings out your inner child? A coat hanger.
Oh my God.
But that was You like that one, Brad? That's a pretty good one. I like that one. Let's see, what else? Oh, I'm so unprepared. I have one guy, he was like bitching about my last set I did. He's like, well, at least I didn't read off paper like a fucking amateur. At least I get paid. Yeah. Did Kirk a bear call shot in? Or just think it has like funny. Parents always tell you, shoot for the stars. Shoot for it. I hear Adam. He always appreciates a good suicide joke. This guy. You know what the funnest exercise thing that you can do for practically free is you go to Walmart, you buy you a purse. You run outside Walmart, you put you on a ski mask and just start running. Get the craziest looks. Silly. Brought this girl home the other night. It was differently odd because she didn't know how to take me. But I tell you, fellas, I found the quickest way to get in any girl's pants. Just whenever you come in, you show off your room, maybe have some Yankee candles lit, set the mood right, let them know what they're there for, You're here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. Anyway, as soon as you shut the door, you shut it behind and just take your fucking clothes off. They think they're going to get raped. That's the funniest part. Done it. You look like somebody that would do it with your checkered shirt. Fucking checkers. Next page, here we go. What? Next! What else you got, faggot? Pedophiles are a bunch of fucking immature assholes. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. You get that? Let me say it again. Pedophiles are fucking immature assholes. It's hard for them to fit in. I'll be 25 this year. I'm getting a little older. I'm going to have those type of friends that, they're celebrating, sobriety. They're talking about, I've been clean this long. And one thing I found out is, like, AA is just another club I was never cool enough to fit into. Feels like my whole high school all over again. Traumatizing. Cottonmouth. Worst. The worst. Let's see what else we got. Nobody look at me while I find the next joke that I want to talk about. All of them. Breakups and car crashes always interest me because I feel like whenever you tell it to your friends, I feel like they have the same reaction between a breakup and a car crash. Like at first they're like, "Oh no, what happened? Are you okay? Like everything good?" And then later down the line they're like, "You know what? That car was a piece of shit anyway. Fuck that car." And then basically they're talking about your girlfriend too. Hey Jeremiah. Not a lot, dude. Just doing this thing and stuff. What else do we got? My buddy the other day, he was trying to show me his cool Zippo trick he does. He pulls out a Zippo, he like takes the flame and throws it back on. I was like, whoa, that would have been neat if you could do it. He's like, sorry man, I can do stuff really good until I get in front of people and then I freeze up and I can't do it. I'm like, I think that's why I couldn't do porn. Like, I'm good at stuff, but when like you get people around, hey, I'm important, quit it, stop. Mike! What the fuck? Jesus. Don't fucking comedians just heckling back there, you fucking cunt. me and Adam were talking the other day. It's pretty good. We're talking about LGBT, which is like lettuce, bacon, tomato, whatever it means. But we're talking about, wouldn't it be great if animals thought that same way? Like, they'd be like, Dad, I'm a lion. I was born a lion, but I know I'm something different. And the lion dad would be like, no, you're not, son. You're a lion. Like, Dad, I'm a koala bear, okay? You just gotta accept that, right? I'm a koala bear living in a lion. And they'd just be like, no, because koala bears fucking suck, and they're nowhere even close to what a real bear is. I feel like koala bears, it's like, unless a bear fucked a sloth, koala bears shouldn't exist. You shouldn't put them in the same bear category. Anybody else bear fans? Yeah, alright. Beats, Bears, Battlestar Galactica. Right there, Adam. You're right. Fucking Office reference. Love it. Love it. I got in a great debate with one of my buddies. They're talking about the difference between threesomes with 2 girls and a guy and 2 girls and 1 guy. Or 2 guys and 1 girl and 2 girls and 1 guy. And I always thought, what's the difference? How can you do that? Anybody in here, real quick, be honest with me. Who here's been in a threesome? Come on. Yeah, 3 people for a threesome. I see a 3-peat happening, am I right? Anyway. But we're talking, I was like, I don't think I can do it, man. I don't think I can do it. It's too much pressure for me. I fold under pressure. I don't like it. All eyes on me. I'm not Tupac. I can't do this for a living.
Oh my God.
I can't proceed to that level, because if it's 2 girls, listen, guys, ladies, I'll be honest, not a lot happening there. It ain't the best, you know what I mean? Not a lot happening. So you gotta try to please 2 bitchin' females. But then if you do it with 2 guys and a girl, what do you do if I come first? I'm a premature ejaculator. I'm a quick trigger. I play for keeps. I get in, I get out. Like, what do I do if they keep going? Do I bring them a towel? Like, I got you some sparkling water if you guys are dehydrated. So, no. It's got mint cubes in it, so it's kind of legit. Couldn't do threesomes. Can't do them. Out of the equation. I try it. I get whatever. I give it a shot. I took this Mexican girl's virginity last weekend. That was pretty cool. I busted her open and candy fell out. That was pretty good. That was alright. But no, the problem was she couldn't speak any English at all. And I tried telling her how beautiful and important she was. So like any good gentleman, I put just threw tortilla chips all over, because as we all know in Mexican culture, chips are complimentary. You get that one? I like Casa Brava. Like, I always bring you chips and shit. And you're like, can I get some cheese sauce? He's like, see. That means yes. That means yes. I learned arrivederci means Italian. Like, means goodbye and stuff. And now every time I can't stop saying it. I'm so addicted. Because people be like, oh, well, you have a good day, man. It's good seeing you. What are arrivedercis? And you gotta do that too, or it ain't authentic. Like, what the fuck you just said? Arrivederci. Anybody else think tennis players probably have the loudest orgasms in the world? You think about it, because they get up there, like Selena in the bedroom would be fucking fire, bro. She'd have my balls in her hand and she would just be like, oh, I'm just like, God. Oh. Talk about an ace, am I right? That never gets old. I love doing that. That's fucking great. Let's start doing that every day. Oh, thanks everybody for coming out tonight. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's get serious. Let's start doing comedy. Here we go. I like to do like 15 minutes of just bullshit and then dive right into the real stuff. Here we go. Real stuff happening right now. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking great at this, I know.
Child is supposed to be with him.
My mom always told me growing up, finish your food, because somebody in another country might not get that every night. So appreciate what you have on your plate. Hey, if you can get up here and do this, I'll give you the microphone if you want to talk so much. Come on. Sir. asshole. Piece of shit. What were we talking about? Oh, yes. Food and stuff. They just tell me, you don't know. Some kid in Africa would kill their family for that meal. And I always thought, that's crazy for him. Hey, Nick.
Hey, buddy.
All right, cool. But I do donate. I got one of those little charity kids you see on late night television. 75 little cents a day can feed little Amagutu. For 75 little pennies, this fella can be yours. You can feed him, you can bathe him. I'm like, that's a hell of a lot less expensive than what it cost me to send him there. Am I right? God, I am fucking nailing this right now, dude. God, I am good. I am so good. So, I know the first time I did it for you guys around here, you guys got a little controversy. You didn't like it, but I'm going to talk about my kid real quick. I'm going to talk about my daughter. Lesbian daughter that I have. This little birth of joy. Every time she does something wrong, she blames it on an accident. Everything's an accident. We got Cocoa Pebbles one morning, she dropped them all over there. She's like, Daddy, it's an accident. It happens. I'm like, you're a fucking accident. You know what I mean? Like, you win. Like you were not. When was the last time you were supposed to, like, when we really wanted a child, we're really happy with what we got. Really proud of this one. But her lesbian tendencies are going away, guys. It scares me. She's in preschool now. She's had a boyfriend. Ryder is his name. Oh, God. Let me tell you about Ryder real quick. First of all, fuck Ryder and blonde spiky hair. Okay? Yeah. If you look like a fucking 90s goddamn hip-hop singer and you're white, vanilla eyes, thank you. Fuck that. I was like, what do you like about Ryder?
Do you want to
He
report?
shares his toys with me.
You don't learn to be a good cameraman yet.
So it's that easy now, huh, ladies? That easy. You share some toys. I'm going to share this beer. Can I get a hand job? Because you can't do it better than me, though. Huh? It's true. Optimistic is key.
It's really blurry.
You got my full undivided attention now. You know what, people? Anybody in here complicating with suicide? Anybody thinking about it? There, that's that word. All I'm saying is, if you're going to kill yourself, why don't you go out with erotic asphyxiation and see what all the buzz is about? Just do it. That'd be the way I go. If I was like, you know what, I'm fucking done, I would who knows? See what all the jazz is about. Somebody that, you know what, suicide saved my life. It really did. Best orgasm I ever had. I was like, you know what, 15 years left on this planet ain't that bad. We'll do it. We'll do it. Did you like that one? Oh, is worth it? Like, you done it? How was that? I like to interact with the crowd, everybody. Still here, hey. Not this time, he says. One thing I don't like is public bathrooms. I'll tell you why. Because I take a lot of shits. It's my thing. I like it. But there's no place like home to poop. I think we can all agree on that. Reason I don't like public bathrooms is because you get in there, you sit down, the seat's already warm, you don't know. You know why, but you don't want to think about it. That is a connection with a complete stranger that you have no control over. You have no idea why, you know why, but you're just like, fuck it. Just, it doesn't mean pooping. That was what that was. But I feel like my sex life anymore is a lot like blackjack, you know. I'm always hitting for 21, but eventually I hit on 14. Oh, fuck. How long have I been up here? About 30. Sweet. Killing it, bro. I got a few more I'll leave you guys off here with. But, because I'm fucking pouring in sweat right now. This is ridiculous. Fun fact fact about Google, if you search porn as much as I do, Google will ask you if porn addiction is a problem in your life, and here's some sample that will tell you if you are or not. Swear to God, I was going to my favorite porn site one day, I was typing it in Google, and Google said, hey, searching for porn again? You know me well, Google. Checkmate. And it said, here are some links that might help you with your porn addiction. Like, porn addiction is a bad thing. All the shit you can do in this world, and they're like, nah, that cranking that shit, that's not good for you. That make you go blind. That make you go blind. Jesus can't fix that. But it cracked me up because I went in the family video for the first time. I've been going to family video forever. I went into that back room. Anybody else ever been in that back room at family video? Oh, bro. There's some goodies in there. I'm just letting you know. There's some fucking masterpieces. But then I was thinking, how fucking weird do you gotta be to go buy porn at family video nowadays? Like, are you like the weirdest pornographic hypocrite? Like, do you like a porn reviewer? Like, first of all, Ass Asians Assassins 3 is so much better on Blu-ray. You just can't get back my quality on my cell phone. I can't do it. All right, Frank. Ultimate Frisbee? What's that about? Who the fuck does that? Anybody here ever played Ultimate Frisbee? Please tell me you're fucking with me. When was the last time you played Ultimate Frisbee and it looked cool? That's like hacky sack, bro. That's a dead sport in the water. It's like, Jason, get out of the way. I gotta throw it. But you can't fucking throw it. It's a complete kicker. Jason, stop. Frisbee golf? That's enough. Like, who the fuck? Whose man's is this? You ever see that fucker throw that one finger? It's like, hey, ladies, what are you getting into tonight? That's it right there. It's like, I hope that's a little bit of penis I get to suck. Because I know there's going to be a line for it. It's like, fuck off, Craig, with your one Frisbee finger having ass. You know what I mean? Yeah, hey, they go long, Alex, okay. Oh, it's coming back. Every time I've thrown a Frisbee, I apologize immediately when I threw it. I'm just like, sorry, that's on me. Okay, fuck, really, that's a Hail Mary if I've ever seen. Just, you gotta have the perfect form or rhythm. It's just like, butterfly in effect, here we go. I promise you, the Frisbee ain't going any longer. You can still do the 1830 javelin throw just as well. I felt so spiritual when I came up from that. Did you see that shit, Jeremiah? I was about to bow after I did it. Just like, go on! Don't you hate people whenever you like see a play or something they bow too much? You just. Because it's too much. Actually, I'm going to end that on a bow. You guys have been a great crowd. Thank you guys for coming out again. We'll have to do this more often, and I'm going to end it on an awkward bow. Let's tip Brad Lake here some dollar hangers, and let's get these fucking chairs, and let's get dancing and get drunk and weird and stuff like that.